What's going on? How are you guys today? Sorry about the little delay at the beginning. I think everything's set up and I'm assuming you guys can hear me. We're going to do some vegan dietary advice, I guess you could call it, as you guys have been bugging me about it lately. So if you guys have any vegans you would like to check out, any recent videos, we could take a look. I mean, it just seems like the vegan nonsense is getting more and more mainstream and they're trying to make it more and more approachable. You know, a lot of these larger YouTube influencers are, I mean, they're all in the club, so they're being paid or compensated in some capacity to put the vegan nonsense in their channel in some capacity. So what that might mean is on a really, really large channel, they might just mention it's like as a joke. And then on the smaller channels, they might actually do vegan food reviews and all that type of stuff. So how are you guys today? What's going on? How's my day been? It's okay. It's just I've been dealing with these dealing with some clown manufacturers that are stealing my money, but we'll have to figure that out. It's kind of stupid. Like, do I have to make in order to be treated like a customer, do I have to make YouTube videos slandering every business? Not slandering every business, but like every time I get ripped off by these businesses, do I have to make a YouTube video for them to make things right? Like, I don't get it. But maybe we'll have to do a video on that this week, just because these guys have aggravated me so much, more than the fitness equipment company, And I don't like doing that to people, but the way these people treat me, it's unbelievable. So if you guys do, as I said, if you guys have any vegan stuff you guys would like to check out, let me know. Of course, we have to check. I think we have to check out Hitomi first, of course. Oh wait, what's this new one? Well, this is a year old. Never mind. Okay. We know how the vegans are. They don't really have too much energy or motivation because their brains are fried and their bodies are decaying. So they only make videos once a week or so. Yeah, Hitomi came out with a video. I don't think we've done vegan critiques in a while though. So like, I don't think we've done vegan critiques for a month. Chinese supplement company? No, it was the one I used for my first run of products with organ supplements. They basically led me on for 3 months saying they're going to make my products, and now I don't have products and I'm starting from scratch looking for someone else. So bit aggravated. The one thing I'm pissed off about is this guy sent me this guy charged me $500 for powder samples, which is like $20 worth of shit, and he won't give me my money back. So I'm going to have to make a video because this asshole took $300 from me. How the hell? 1.7 million views. See, this is the nonsense I need. Sell my soul to the mindless vegan demon. So the great thing about Hitomi, guys, is she doesn't really say anything. And what I mean by that is you can listen to her for 2 minutes straight, and if you try to summarize what she just said in that 2 minutes, you couldn't really piece together something coherent. I think this video is going to be a good example of that.
Lost after hit rock bottom as soon as possible. I spent the whole entire summer pretty much alone. You don't have to believe in God to pray. It's kind of for yourself. I just don't know. There are omens and signs from the universe happening all the time, constantly, but we're not always aware of them. Hello, beautiful earthlings. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here and spending these precious moments with me. Today, I wanted to kind of share my spiritual evolution, which is a wild thing to do in just one video, but I wanted to share a lot of the ways that I have grown and evolved and created so much of my life and healed from so much of my sadness and reconditioned my mind and pretty much have rebirthed a new version of myself within the past few years of my life. I have so much footage of my whole entire spiritual journey because I have been posting YouTube videos since I was like 14 years old, maybe even.
Why do girls have stupid septum rings? It means it's like a sign to other girls that they're down.
Even younger.
Hello YouTube, so a lot of you watching this probably don't know who I am, and then I'm wearing these white shorts from Aeropostale.
Not consistent.
So she was doing that shit. This is ridiculous. She posted some videos of her doing that shit at 12 years old. She trying to get us arrested?
But just for fun, because YouTube always made me feel less alone. book, so let's just get into it. Everything started with me reading the book The Secret, which I'm sure so many of you heard of, and I also watched the movie after I read the book.
Look at her teeth. I'm sure if we go back like oh wait. Whoops. I'm sure if we went back like and looked at her previous videos from years ago, her teeth would look a lot better. But you could, like, there's some graying, you know, for the graying and the discoloration of the teeth is from a lack of minerals and a lack of vitamins. So regardless of how much she brushes or bleaches or cleans her teeth, she can't fix that. And they're also getting crooked, which will also happen on the poor quality diet, the high levels of oxidative stress, the improper sleep. The teeth are one of the biggest indicators of your health.
The words that I was reading, I was like, whoa, my thoughts are creating my reality. Everything that you think, you become. And it just became this like game in my head almost, where anything negative that could possibly happen in my day, I turned around to a positive thing. I got my first manifestation journal around this time at 14. I started doing hatha yoga at the Jewish community center that I worked at. I was kind of like a...
Uh-oh, we're getting bad. So we got the symbolism on the t-shirt, talking about Jewish people. This isn't good. So I mean, did Hitomi manifest herself being a crazy lady in a New York City apartment following a vegan diet?
That I worked at, I was kind of like a personal trainer, and I would just walk around the gym and also help people using equipment. And so I started doing yoga and implementing different kinds of meditations.
She evolved to be deceived. Septum ring, serpent tattoo, mindless veganism. Why are girls so hopeless? Yeah.
Off with Deepak Chopra, and I remember in my manifestation journal, I had this morning where I missed the bus, and I turned every possible negative thing that most people complain about or see as negative, I turned it into a positive thing. Everything meant to align in my path was aligning effortlessly and was aligning to the beliefs that I had and to the things that I was manifesting at that time. I knew that anything not meant for me wasn't going to align for me, and I had no attachment about that. That really helped me to release any control around life, because I was like, anything meant for me will align. As long as I'm being conscious and expressing gratitude for all the things that I do have, I'm just going to receive more of those moments. And it's very simple, a very simple concept to me now, but back then it was literally life-changing, because I grew up in a pretty small racist town where I thought that it was so natural to judge people for the way that they looked, and I just felt like gossiping about other people gave you power. And I think a lot of people, when they're going through puberty and absorbing a lot of media where there's different cliques and the cool girls.
See, I don't understand how anyone listens to more than 2 minutes of this. But this one got 1.7 million views.
Most mornings with the moon and stars still speckled in the sky and morning dew on all the leaves. I love waking up early because it just makes me feel like I'm alone in the world, which is kind of comforting. The energy just feels different, a lot more still and peaceful. And I actually filmed this video a little bit later because it's usually pretty dark when I wake up, and I love that. I love watching the morning light slowly pour in. And one of the first things that I do when I wake up is get some water. I fill this mason jar all the way up, and I'm pretty sure it's half a gallon or 1/4 of a gallon, and I try to drink it all before breakfast and make my bed. Because
if you drink half a gallon of water before breakfast, there's something wrong. Like, if you're that dehydrated, you definitely have some gut problems. And if you're drinking half a gallon of water before your breakfast, it's going to dilute your stomach acid and your digestive juices so much.
It just makes me feel accomplished and makes the room feel nice and clean. And then I find my way to my yoga mat, where I do either a moon, sun, or fire hatha practice, just giving myself the medicine that I need to either ground my energy or build my energy. But regardless, yoga always just helps me find and deepen into my breath, which then makes it so much easier to do pranayama and drop into a meditation. And this is like such an
for the last Carnivore Goes Vegan video I did, this was my motivation for the yoga scene.
Important part of my day is just the stillness, and usually from there my body is so excited and energized and ready to sweat and work out, which has been so addicting lately. I've been doing at least two videos every single day, and some of
From New York to Hawaii during lockdown. Dude, these girls, honestly, they probably have a dude in every single country that they can go stay with at any point in time they want.
my favorite workout videos are by Chloe Ting, of course, Pamela Reif, and Maddie Limburner, and it seriously feels so addicting to be out of breath every day and sweat and
Can we watch some Cuckling Ted?
move your body
Maybe.
and use your muscles and feel your muscles getting sore and stronger. So this has just been a really exciting part of my day where my body just pulls me to it and gets excited to work out. And after
So this is like the first video, and these two videos are the first videos where I've noticed it seems like the vegan diet is catching up to her. I mean, to me, she's a little bloated. She looks a little more masculine. I mean, she still looks good, but you know, the teeth decaying stuff.
love taking a really cold shower while my body is still really sweaty and hot, and I feel so blessed to have this outdoor shower, and I feel like this makes my skin glow when I'm super sweaty and take a really cold shower. So it's one of my favorite parts of my routine. I always lotionize after my showers with a lotion that has a lot of
Boys, it's very obvious stuff. It's very obvious stuff. They're literally telling you, if a girl has a snake tattoo on her arm, don't go anywhere near her. Like the reason she has a snake tattoo on her arm is literally to warn you not to go anywhere near her. And if you choose to go near her after seeing the snake tattoo, you deserve whatever happens to you.
nutrients for my skin, and then I'll do my skincare routine, which just consists of a gentle cleanser, this Versed vitamin C oil and moisturizer, and I do some tapping on my face. And I really like this Versed sunscreen, so I put that all over my face and brush my teeth. And then I like to do little chores around the house. This is something that I don't try to do, but it just naturally happens. I love sweeping and just doing little house chores in the morning, like taking out the compost and doing any leftover dishes, because it just feels good to clean up in the morning.
You know what's weird? The last 3 girls I was with, they really liked cleaning. What I mean by that is, the girls are pretty. They got sugar daddies. They got nothing to do all day, so they clean all day. And to me, that's like the female biological instinct to take care of something, and what they're doing is they're cleaning. Might be the estrogen, who knows?
Morning. And then I'll usually set up my workspace, which consists of a book, my iPad, laptop.
Wasn't she living in a tree? She was living in a tree, but now she's got some other hookup, which is like a nice villa type house in the middle of the jungle.
Hard drives, and my little to-do list notepad. And I love having a book nearby because I just read it anytime anything is exporting or I'm just taking a little break.
All right, can someone please explain to me what this girl is physically doing? Like, can someone please explain to me what she does? I'm just really confused right now, because the YouTube videos, she just talks about spiritual nonsense, which is basically repeating the same thing over and over and over again with different wording and confusing terminology that doesn't really make any sense. Like, she could literally summarize all of her videos just by saying think positive, but she somehow strings it into 37 minutes of nonsense. I just don't know what she does. I'm confused.
Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare.
Oh, here we go.
I've been with them for years, and if you didn't know, Skillshare is an online learning.
So I haven't I've been offered a couple of, I'm assuming she's getting paid a few grand to do that. You got to understand why these people do that. If someone came up to me and said, "Hey Frank, I'll pay you a few $1,000s to put this advertisement in the middle of your video," I wouldn't do it. But I mean, I could definitely use the money. But these people don't have like another income. Frankie Boy actually works. All these shills don't do shit and get paid. Well, this is what happens. You build up your viewer base, your influencer base, and then you have 5 companies come to you, and each day of the week you get paid a few $1,000s for just putting an ad in your video. Some of them get paid a lot more than a few thousand. Some of them get paid a bit less.
Learning community community that offers memberships with meaning. Skillshare offers classes designed for real life so you can continue moving your creative journey forward without putting your life on pause. They have so many different classes to offer from
you could at least have some integrity and like try to come up with a channel. And honestly, if I was selling a product like this, if you had some honesty and integrity, it would go a long way, because she didn't read shit about Skillshare. She just read the copy they sent her. She could have gone on the website, looked around, tried it out, watched a course or two, and made it a little more personable at least. This truly shows she doesn't give half a shit about her viewers, because she just throws this ad in here, doesn't put any effort into it. I've seen, there are some YouTubers that do a really good job with these advertisements. Most of them don't, but a lot of viewers and average people are understanding.
From animation, creative writing, film, video, illustration, music, photography, web development, and I think that the business classes and the entrepreneur ones
She's a ditz. What does ditz mean? It means like your head's in the clouds. You just basically means you're stupid.
Are just such a potent offering, especially right now. And I have recently been completing the insect illustrations and animations in Procreate class by Liz Kohler, and it's been really fun to do every day. One of the most helpful but simple tips that I learned was the drawing guide, which basically makes it so that anything that you draw on one side will be repeated on the other side. But I'm excited to continue animating. Affordable, especially when it's $10 premium trial membership.
Hours of work in the morning, because I just have a lot of energy in the morning, so it's really easy for me to focus and get stuff done. And then I'll eat breakfast, and I'm just making my spirulina oats, which are super simple. Just using oats, water, cinnamon, spirulina, vegan collagen, and maple syrup. And
vegan collagen. Did we look up how vegan collagen is made? Vegan collagen. What the hell is vegan collagen? Vegan collagen. Can collagen be vegan? What the hell is this stuff? How can collagen be vegan? Collagen can now be made using genetically modified yeast and bacteria. Oh, that sounds healthy. Genetically engineering high-quality collagen. Okay, well, first of all, okay, let's understand. I'll do a brief summary of collagen. I don't want this to be too long because we're focusing on vegan critiques. I do have a video explaining collagen and glycine. 2 points. Collagen turnover in the body is the body's main source of collagen. So your body is very productive at recycling its own products. I mean, if humans weren't effective at recycling their waste products, we wouldn't be here. So the primary source of collagen in humans is recycling their own collagen. And 2, when you consume collagen is turned into amino acids. So basically, it's vegan collagen is, I don't know if it's digesting into different amino acids than regular collagen, but that's when you consume collagen, you're basically getting amino acids. It's not face value collagen consumed. Collagen is what you absorb.
It's such a simple recipe.
Vegan whores are exploiting male human animals for their cum, milking them dry, raping them of vital nutrients. Aren't the vegan boys doing that too?
I also decided to make some avo toast. So this is just Ezekiel bread with avo, Himalayan pink salt, and some rose sprouts. And this is just like such a...
Ezekiel bread has always been this, like, people think it's so healthy, and I don't know who created that conventional wisdom that Ezekiel bread is healthy. But the most important thing about bread is that it's organic, sourdough, fermented properly, made properly. I just don't, it's hard for me to understand how these people are able to, I mean, I guess I do understand how they convince people things are healthy so easily in order to sell it. Ezekiel bread is basically just a bunch of grains baked together, and it tastes like crap, and it's not actually that good for you. And how can someone think something that has 15 ingredients is good for them as opposed to something made from one grain?
easy but like satisfying and filling breakfast that doesn't leave you too full. So I just take some deep belly breaths and really enjoy it. I've kind of been intermittent fasting, and that just makes me appreciate my food even more because my stomach is fully empty when I eat. And that is pretty much my morning routine. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in to my morning rituals. I feel like my morning routine has pretty much been
Hitomi, you're looking a little chubby. Have you been slacking off in quarantine? You gotta hit the gym a little bit. Stop the yoga nonsense, maybe.
the same for the past 2 years, and I know it can seem a little bit unrealistic or just a little bit too much to do this every morning, but personally, I have always craved structure since I was very—
Hold on, it's too much to do what every morning? You drank some water, you did yoga for a few minutes, you took a shower, you checked your emails, you advertised Skillshare, then you ate breakfast. 2 breakfasts. I mean, honestly, that doesn't sound like a lot, young lady. That sounds like a pretty normal routine. She stopped going to Equinox, LOL. I think she was going to Lifetime Fitness. At least she escaped the city. What I eat in a week. Vegan breakfast recipes.
After that's kind
Okay, so I don't understand. Like, I don't really get the appeal of these types of videos where you just show them the food. Like, you're not showing them yourself. You're not really talking about ingredients. This is basically a cooking video. Oh, wait. She looks cute in this video.
And healing through food, which has been quite a journey that I've been on, and I think that we're all on, whether consciously or unconsciously. We all have some kind of relationship to food, and something that I always kind of discuss with people when I'm starting to cook with—
She saw your videos and moved out of Radiation City. They probably they probably all did. I've said it before. I bet you like everyone that all these assholes probably watch my videos and take my health advice. And then just keep lying to their viewers.
With someone new, or like I'm eating a lot of meals, even just with my friends, is what things digest really well and what things don't. And I think that, I don't know, I'm really—
Honestly, like if Hitomi was a little prettier, I'd hit her up, but
proud of myself for being aware of what things make my body feel good and what things don't, and that has been something that I've been tuning into for the past year, ever since I went to India and I realized that chickpeas literally give me anxiety because they make me bloated. It's gotten not as sensitive now. Anytime I ate them, it would make my heart beat fast, it would make me bloat, and I realized how deeply connected our digestive system is to, honestly, our mental health and the state of our bodies. And usually if I'm bloated or if I'm constipated, like something isn't right, either I'm procrastinating or I'm anxious or I'm just not happy.
Why don't these girls DM like billionaires and millionaires? I mean, it's a pretty simple answer. I mean, we've probably talked about this before. They're not hot enough, basically. Like if I was a billionaire or a millionaire, I would not be going after Hitomi. I would be getting some like tall Russian girl that doesn't speak English. So basically, like Hitomi's hot enough to do the vegan stuff. We did talk about this last live stream. Basically, if you're like a 7.5 out of 10, like, or like an 8, you're usually repurposed to do vegan diets. But if you're like an 8.5 or a 9, that's where they can be models and do the millionaire stuff. They're just a shred not hot enough. They're just a little too short. Just a little not hot enough.
And when my digestion is happy, I'm usually pretty happy, and so I've learned that they're pretty connected. So for me, I try to stay away from most beans, and I like kidney beans and cannelli beans. I can eat cauliflower, like I love buffalo cauliflower, but I realized every time that I ate those, I would be bloated for 48 hours. And just food combining for me, I realized is really sensitive. I definitely don't eat any fruit at the end of the day or after eating a bunch of cooked foods. I feel like that one is pretty intuitive. And yeah, those are some things that I'm sensitive to, and it's going to be completely different.
I think how long have we been watching? We've been watching Hitomi for like 20 minutes. I think that's enough. What's going on? Someone wanted to watch Earthling ad stuff. You guys want to see how many advertisements Ashley puts in this video? Last time we watched this vegan teen girl, she literally put like 5 advertisements in an 8-minute video. More vegan mainstream bullshit propaganda. Vegan bodega cat new apartment. Oh, the vegan gods have paid her enough to move out of the slum in New York City. We could check out what she's up to. Vegan full day of eating high protein. Maybe he'll show the steroids he puts in his tushy. I guess we could look up what Earthlinghead's doing. Oh, Monami Frost is still doing videos. That girl whose gut is completely destroyed is still alive, surprisingly. Going vegan for 24 hours, Kayla Davis. What we eat today, vegan breastfeeding mom. Oh, these girls just want to kill their kids, don't they? Vegan pro surfer. Not going to be a pro surfer for much longer. All right, let's see if Earthling did anything. The Russian robot. Honestly, guys, I don't like Victoria Sierra anymore because I DM'd her on Instagram and she was really mean, and then she sent screenshots of my DMs to, like a little snitchy bitch, to someone else.
Hello, my name is Victoria. Welcome to my channel. It's a pleasure to have you here with me. Today I wanted to share my personal story, how I was able to manifest my dream relationship, why it took me so long to manifest my dream job, and what was coming in between my dreams and reality, and how easy it is for you to get
a little bit difficult to believe from a 6-foot-tall blonde Russian model, but okay.
Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing another what I eat in a week. I don't think I've done one for a few months, so hope you enjoy this. Everyone loves these videos, and I love them because it gives you a lot of ideas, but they are so much work to film, but it's okay. And I'm just going to be showing you every single thing.
So much work. 8-minute video, 205,000 subscribers. How many videos does she have on her channel? Hold on. Ashley Wick, 179 videos. We're over 800 videos right now on my channel, and that doesn't include the several hundred videos that I deleted when I was going to stop my channel the other year. And you guys have you guys ever heard me complain about how much work a video is to film? Maybe I should start. Will I get me as many views as her?
That I ate as a healthy vegan this week, and I hope you enjoy. So I don't really have anything else to say. Thank you for clicking on this video, and I'm just going to get started on day number 1. So
her parents are probably connected. If her parents were connected, why would she need to push this shitty diet with these shitty sponsorships?
Day number 1, I actually met my friend Abigail at a coffee shop called Blue Bottle. I didn't get coffee, I got black tea with oat milk. She also got this chocolate chip cookie that I tried a bite of, and it was very, very good. And then when I got back into the car to drive home, I had a bag of Swedish fish in there, so I ate some Swedish fish. Hold
on. What kind of influence is this? She went to a coffee shop, she had some Swedish fish. Why are you even showing people this stuff? Like, why not just lie and say you had something healthy?
Once I got home, I cooked some steel-cut oats for breakfast. Just cooked it with some almond milk, and then...
Why are you eating steel-cut oats with almond milk after you just had some Swedish fish? Why don't you just have a Twix bar or something?
And I cut up some apples into very thinly sliced slices, added a bunch of peanut butter on top, and ate it like...
Oh, we spoke about peanut butter last week. We drilled some holes in peanut butter.
A dip. I saw this on TikTok and wanted to try it out, and it was actually very good. And then this is a little weird, but I ended up eating some pita chips and hummus, intending for it to be a snack, but I ended up eating like half the bag of pita chips. So that was my lunch. I know it doesn't sound like a lunch, but I ate so much I could not even think about eating an actual meal after that. So let's ignore that and kind of just, move on with the day. So for snack, I had sparkling water. Gonna see these throughout the whole video because I love them. And then for dinner, I had some lettuce.
For a snack, I had sparkling water. I'm not sure if she knows what a snack is. Has the vegan diet, corroded her brain cell? I can't.
This and some chili lime, jackfruit, kale, peanuts, and cauliflower.
Are you ever going to do any more raffles? Like a live stream raffle? I mean, I don't know. A lot of them haven't paid off. Like we've given away thousands of dollars of free stuff on Frankie's Strange Meat Organ supplements and all that type of stuff, and it doesn't really pay off. So I have to figure out a way to incentivize it to work for from the marketing end a bit more.
That was left over with some hummus and these two bitchin sauces, which are amazing. If you have never tried these, their dips made from almonds. Their best flavor without a doubt is chipotle, but I ate a bunch of their different flavors throughout the week. Highly recommend chipotle.
See, one piece of advice is you don't bring up, I mean, she's not smart. I mean, she's probably going to watch this video and listen to my advice, so I probably shouldn't. I don't give a shit. This dumb broad could use some help. Why would you bring that up? First of all, a high percentage of your viewers probably weren't even thinking you're sponsored. If your viewers are stupid enough to watch you, they're not thinking that you're sponsored. Because if they thought like that, if they thought, oh, she's sponsored by everything I don't want, then they wouldn't be watching you in the first place. So why would you? The point is, don't bring up the negative. Don't plant a seed of doubt in their mind unless you absolutely have to.
Now, pasta, I cooked it, added it to the sauce, mixed it all together, and that was my lunch. And then for dinner that day, I cooked up some mushrooms, carrots, leek, Brussels sprouts, and celery, and then added some romaine lettuce and parsley into a bowl. And then once the vegetables had cooked, I added some tofu in and seasoned it with some garlic salt, this Trader Joe's seasoning, and black pepper. And that was all, and added it onto the lettuce and added more of these different dips and hummus and avocado and a bunch of different sauces. I'm gonna eat meals like this a lot through the week because
What is she doing? She just took a salad and put 4 different sauces on it?
love them a lot. So I just mix it all up.
How did you... All right, you said you're not sponsored. You're definitely sponsored by them. If you took 4 different sauces from the same... What the...
Up like the day before, and oh, nutritional yeast, can't forget that. For dessert, I ended up eating a croissant. Then on Tuesday, I had a smoothie bowl for breakfast. It was a green smoothie bowl with granola and a peach. And then as a snack, I ate some pita chips with the chipotle bitchin sauce and hummus. There was like a good week where I was very, very obsessed with pita chips, so I ate a lot of those.
She's... All right, so she's... Her body is craving fat. Basically, she ate all the hummus with her lunch the other day. Then she put a bunch of these so her body's definitely craving fat. I'm curious what else she's craving that she's not eating. She's eating a ton of omega-6. I don't know what these dips are made of. Probably some type of nut or seed or something very high omega-6. Maybe chickpeas.
And then for lunch, I had a bowl of yogurt, bananas, apples, granola, some peanut butter, and some granola butter, which is so good. This meal was amazing.
Granola butter. Haven't heard that one before. What's up with these marketing people? I wonder who did that person get a raise? Hey, let's do some. I got an idea. Granola butter. Isn't that like just granola? Isn't it just granola in a jar? Isn't that technically what granola butter would be?
Meal was amazing. I would eat this every single day if I could. And then for dinner, I had...
You would eat it every single day if you could. Don't you eat crap every day anyway?
A piece of this eggless tofu quiche that I made in a recent video, which I'll link up above. And for dessert, I had a chocolate chip cookie. Then on Wednesday for breakfast, I had a piece of avocado toast with some garlic sourdough that I just cut in half and toasted and mashed up an avocado, which was such a pretty avocado. But I added that onto the bread along with some tahini. If you have never tried tahini on avocado toast, you are missing out with everything with the bagel seasoning. For a snack, I had a medjool date and another sparkling water. And for lunch, I had the same bowl as before, just I forgot to add granola butter. Oh wait, I didn't add granola butter because I crumbled up a chocolate chip cookie on top.
You guys, I wonder what like aspect of the avocado industry has played a role in the vegan diet. because there's a lot of avocados that go bad and don't get sold. So I'm sure that avocado toast trend was to get people to buy up avocados.
It was so good. And then for dinner this day, I had some Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, and Beyond Meat bratwurst all cooked up together with a baked potato. And I added some avocado, almond dip, hummus, everything with bagel seasoning, and that was so good. And then we had a fresh baked loaf of sourdough bread that I added some olive oil, butter to, and it was amazing.
She is there's something, she must be having some health problems because she is dousing every meal in fat. She's dousing every single meal in fat. I don't know. I don't understand what she could be craving. It could be protein. Why? Maybe she might not have enough protein in her diet to satiate her appetite, so she's adding fat to every single meal.
Amazing. For Thursday's breakfast, I was running kind of late, so I ate this mush, like store-bought overnight oats. I will not be buying these again, just because I think that my overnight oats taste better, but they were so very good if you ever need these for some reason. And for lunch, I went to a place called Secret Spot in Huntington Beach, California, and I got their vegan sandwich. I'm not even exactly sure what was in it. There was a veggie patty, I think, some nut meat, hummus.
That's a great testament to the vegan diet. I'm not sure what's in it, but I'm virtue signaling to everyone else. That's exactly what it's about.
Tomato, onions, and it also came with a side of chips and salsa. And then for dinner, I had the same meal as the night before.
What I eat in a week, healthy. That is kind of funny. She's eating candies and cookies and chips all week.
But with some...
I bet you when we go in the comments, people are going to give her shit about it.
Lettuce. And then on Thursday, I had a pre-breakfast snack of watermelon, because a pre-breakfast snack...
Pre-breakfast snack? I love the terminology these people come up with. We should make a list of... I really should take more notes. Pre-breakfast snack of watermelon
is a thing. But then for breakfast, I had another yogurt bowl with the Kaito yogurt, banana, granola, and a peach. And then for lunch, I went out to Island with my friend Bella, and I got this teriyaki bowl. I just said no chicken, and it was brown rice, pineapple, a bunch of veggies, and teriyaki sauce. And then we walked to a cute little coffee shop afterwards, and I got this
How sad is the vegan diet? It's a bowl of broccoli with teriyaki sauce on it.
Sparkling water lavender drink, because I don't like coffee, and it was very good actually, and it was super pretty. I love the color of it. After this, the day of eating gets a little weird. I came home and ate a croissant and a plain Beyond Meat bratwurst, so I'm very sorry.
Guys, this is what she's telling us she's having. Imagine how many croissants, cookies, snacks, candy she actually ate if she's telling us what she did. I don't know why anyone would watch this. I honestly think when they put up these new Wi-Fi towers, they're sending signals in people's heads to give them thoughts and stuff.
I don't know what happened that day. I just didn't eat a full meal, but that's okay. Then for breakfast on Friday, I had this molasses banana loaf that my friend Sydney posted on her Instagram, which
this is what? How is this healthy? How is this even healthy from like a conventional wisdom standpoint?
Link down below with some olive oil, butter. It's very good. And then after that, I ate some frozen jackfruit and frozen grapes. And then I don't even know how to talk about the rest of the day, because my family set out this giant platter thing with a bunch of different crackers and chips and almond dip and guac and carrots. There was cheese there. I did not eat the cheese, but I ate so many of those. And then we had more chips and guac, which I ate more of, and some beans and rice, not the meat. I did not eat the meat, of course. And then I also ate some cantaloupe, and then later in the day, even more, I ate more chips and guac and a lime bubbly. So I don't really know what that...
What I eat in a week, healthy, eats half her calories from chips and dip. Literally half her calories from potato chips and dip the whole week.
That day of eating was... That's why sometimes filming these videos are a little hard, because even though most days I eat, normal meals, some days I don't, and that was one of them. So sorry, I don't really know what happened. Just know I ate lots of chips and guac and beans and rice, so a bunch of that. And then on Saturday, I made some banana bread granola. I'll link the recipe down below. and I had a bit of the Kite Hill yogurt left, so I just added in a few handfuls of granola in there and ate that. Just know that I also ate so much granola while cooking it, but yes, that was breakfast. And then this day I was super busy, so I had a smoothie for lunch, but it was a protein smoothie, so it did fill me up a good amount. But then as a snack, I did get hungry again, so I ate some watermelon and this coconut rice pudding, which was very good. And then we had a bunch of...
At what point do you say, like, have some common sense and realize that it would be way healthier and less impactful on the food supply to just eat some steak when you're literally shoveling 7 pounds of food down your throat and you're still hungry?
Of leftover black beans from the day before, so I needed to eat those. And I also had these vegan chicken taquitos, so I heated one of those up in the microwave along with these 2 little tiny black bean tamales with a bunch of different dips and pico de gallo and black beans, and it was so good. And that was the very last thing that I ate that week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want another one of these. They take a lot of work, but I know they help a lot, so I hope this gave you some more.
They take a lot of work. Why are you fucking complaining? You don't say they take a lot of work. You're like acting like you don't want to do it. What you could say is like, hey guys, I spent a lot of time. Hey guys, I spent a lot of time recording my videos every week. Please drop a like. Please subscribe. There's one thing if you spin it to something positive. Ashley, a week of healthy eating. Also, Ashley, chips and hummus or guac is full meals, basically. Being healthy isn't the same for everybody. I think it is. I think being healthy, generally speaking, being healthy has like some like assumed ideas. Surprised this comment isn't deleted or censored. Make a disclaimer or something. Healthy is an incredibly subjective term, and this video could be very harmful despite what your intentions may be. Wait, so now the social justice warriors are making healthy a subjective term? Does this girl look healthy? No. No. I don't think so. For a snack, I had water. No, I mean, people are picking up on what I was saying. There are still a lot of people supporting her, though. Being vegan seems depressing. You look so sad, lol. Nah, I am very happy and love the food I eat. You can't tell me that cookies, croissants, fresh fruit, and chips and dip are depressing. This is so weird to me. Are we in like an alternate dimension? Is everyone not thinking straight anymore? I feel like the world's getting stupider and stupider. I can't.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca, aka Vegan Bodega Cat. I'm standing up because I just feel hyper right now, and I decided to take advantage of my hyperness to shoot an intro for my What I Eat in a Week. So hi, you've just stumbled upon probably my last What I Eat in a Week in my parents' house since quarantine. My boyfriend and I signed on a new apartment recently, and tomorrow this time, probably in the past your time, we're moving like the big stuff. Like we're moving most of the stuff we have in storage tomorrow, and then all of my stuff I'm slowly going to be moving to my new apartment in like the week after that. So
yeah, I don't know. This video kind of turns me off.
I take this every day because D3 and B12 is important. And
yeah, a lot of eating meat's important too. I don't get this. I love going to carnivore channels and commenting, deep throating a juicy cucumber while I'm watching this. Is that a joke about the video? Well, yeah, we know you're not aggressive because you don't have a shred of testosterone left in your body unless you're injecting it into your tushy.
I hope you guys enjoyed that skit. I wanted to make like a little visual representation of what every single one of us vegans does when someone leaves that comment on our social media. We're like, whatever, dude, block. Okay, it's first thing in the morning.
How come he's not bald yet? I mean, I'm sure most people would be surprised if they knew the amount of people that just took hair loss medication in general. I'm sure most men that are losing their hair are on some type of hair loss medication.
It's about 6:37. I'm gonna go for a bike ride and then I'm gonna be hitting a push day. So let's hop right into it. And then later, I'm gonna show you everything that I eat in the entire.
I think Brian Turner's acne was cured by veganism. Is it because he has lower testosterone now? I mean, there's a lot of reasons. If he was consuming a high animal fat diet and consuming a lot of polyunsaturated fats, high saturated fat, polyunsaturated fat can exacerbate leaky gut. If you remove the saturated fat and the high fat content from the diet, it might be like a band-aid, but as soon as you start consuming those fats again, you'll break out and get acne. So it's more like a vegan diet might be a temporary fix for some to fix acne if they're just avoiding basically any food that a lot of it's overeating too.
Your day, some good recipes. Stick around.
Would you ever admit that someone knows more than you about any subject, or are the ones claiming that always shills? I mean, I've been pretty transparent about people that know more than me on certain topics. I think Dr. Berg is very well-rounded, but I mean, my videos usually go more in depth on him. I mean, of course, there are a lot of people. I don't. In regards to the scope of nutrition, I haven't seen anyone that understands as much as me, objectively. I mean, if you want to talk about other subjects like fitness and things like that, no, my fitness experience is subjective and just what I've learned working out in the gym myself. I do think fitness, though, is a lot different, and like all these people using studies and research on fitness, it's a little bit of nonsense bullshit. The reason you look at studies for nutrition is because you can't actually physically see what's going on in the body when you eat something. It's hard to understand. That's why studies help with the nutrition. But to use studies for bodybuilding is kind of weird because you can actually go and lift the weights and see how it feels. No, I mean, I've never seen anyone that has, and these people that get put in the spotlight, they all just have connections and they copy other people. I mean, yeah, off the top of my head, I can name people that are very educated and know just as much, if not more than me, in specialized topics in nutrition. But probably like, I mean, I'm sure Morley Robbins has a lot of information I haven't, that I might not know off the top of my head. I'm sure there's people here and there but they're not mainstream. The point is, they're not mainstream people that you really know.
It's gonna be some good eating.
Is Athlean X good for fitness? I mean, on paper, you can't really have them. I mean, I'm not going to start talking about that. This is a vegan critique live stream. But you could look at someone if you can look at any you don't want to focus on how much someone knows about nutrition, because regardless of how much they know, it's about what they're telling you and if they're a paid shill or not and what message they're conveying. You know, someone like Athlean X, I would be concerned he has such a large viewer base that he can't talk about certain things and that he doesn't want to give away certain information for free. So there's that big aspect of it.
And with that, I have got my morning bike ride out of the way, which I'm doing every single day now. I started waking up earlier, which feels so good to get moving right in the morning and early in the morning when it's still cool, because it's been hot lately. Just got my workout done, which was 100 push-ups. And then, as you saw, a bunch of other exercises for chest, shoulders, and triceps. And now, we get to finally move into that first meal. So join me in the kitchen.
You can't look like that on a vegan diet with that workout routine without performance-enhancing drugs. Your answer kind of contradicts your previous comments. What did I say?
They actually just came out with strawberry vanilla, so
Protein sponsorship. I can't watch this bullshit, man. I'm getting sick of this shit. These people are so fake, it's ridiculous.
Hey guys, this is Manami Frost, and today I wanted to film another What I Eat in a Day video. Everybody was asking me to do more of them, and I enjoy filming them. I love sharing what I eat. I love eating, and so definitely
people just don't think. Like, there's a reason 99% of vegans are skinny, frail, weak soy boys, and then all the fitness influencers on YouTube, vegans, are jacked out of their mind. It's because they're using steroids. You cannot build muscle on a vegan diet without steroids.
This is another one, and I hope you will enjoy. This is morning. I've had my morning exercise. During this whole time, I've been having a great kind of gotten back into the routine of doing some exercise, and I feel really great.
She's kind of creeping me out today. What do you guys want to watch?
New flu strain.
How 2020 can get a lot worse. Oh, look, Earthling Ed is pushing the meat is going to get everyone sick and kill everyone agenda. What a surprise. What a surprise. Sad as hell. Someone should hire her for a zombie movie. Not a bad idea. Why would someone ruin their skin like that? I mean, you could ask a lot of questions like that. Why would someone follow a vegan diet? Because they're not mentally sane. How do these people support putting these children on vegan diets? It's so disgusting. Like, what kind of world do we live in where what we ate today, vegan breastfeeding mom and plant-based toddler? Who is pushing this nonsense? She looks like a stick. Vegan breastfeeding mom, she looks anorexic. This is ridiculous. Like, are these people genuinely that stupid and brainwashed that they fall into this nonsense and kill their kids? How can you be so evil to do something like that and not realize what's going on? I guess if your IQ is low enough, you can be convinced to do it. Vivo Life Protein is all you need, bro. You never talked about her. Watch Chloe Keon. Ed is so boring. Yeah, we've never really watched an Earthling Ed video. Oh, I think we've watched some Chloe. We've watched her before. We haven't really we watched her before. Only for a few minutes, I think, on a live stream. She was just she just had like really, really negative energy, really sad.
Big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Eat local foods only. I've seen that in some past videos, some of you guys were commenting that I eat foods that's imported and that comes from very far away and that's not sustainable. And I do agree with it. Yeah, I really wanted to just try.
All of this environment, sustainable, local bullshit is basically to pigeonhole people into doing things for arbitrary reasons. That's basically what it is. Same thing with all this Toyota Corolla nonsense that's going on in the world right now. Getting people to do things for arbitrary reasons, made up reasons.
And do a challenge of just eating local foods for a day to see if it would be easy, what challenges and obstacles I would encounter. Obviously, all the local foods I'm referring to.
Jesus Christ, every vegan video has a sponsorship. Most YouTube channels now have sponsorships in general. Maybe it's 50-50.
Is to here in Switzerland, where I am based. So obviously, depending on where you live in the world, the local produce will.
Like, I don't know who, like, this is what irritates me. For like 46,000 views, like, sad world.
Hello, my name is Victoria. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you 3 healthy, easy.
Victoria, what are you wearing today?
They're all super simple to make. There are no bakes and no cooking involved. You only need 4 ingredients and 5 minutes of your time. I use peanut butter because I love peanut butter, but you can use your favorite nut butter or seed butter for that matter if you want to make some nut-free. They're super delicious.
See, look at that sad girl that got 46,000 views. Now this is content that deserves 46,000 views.
Delicious, perfect for hotter summer month, and I really hope that you'll enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my
Beep
channel.
boop.
I'm sending you lots of love and see you soon. We are starting with my favorite summer dessert. It's so good. Frozen banana ice cream is just so easy and it's so delicious. Takes 2 minutes to put together. It's so sweet, creamy when you bite into it, and it's completely natural. So good for you. Let's go and make them. I always use chopsticks snapped in half because you can buy ice cream sticks, but I never go that extra mile. Chopsticks works just perfect. For the coating you can choose your favorite flavors, but my favorite is coconut cream mixed with.
So you know, this is good stuff. Like she makes good vegan recipes compared to these other girls.
Coconut milk. It's absolutely delicious. You can mix it even with water. The main ingredients are coconut cream and peanut butter, and you can add sweetener if you wish to at this point, but bananas are sweet enough for me, so I never add any added sugar to it. I do 2 layers of the coating, freezing bananas in between, but you can obviously do 1, 2 or 3 layers as you desire. I just love the thick coating. It's so creamy, it's so good. And to top the things off, I do as well a chocolate glaze, but you can definitely just melt the chocolate bar.
See, I mean, look, she puts a lot of work into this nonsense.
Easier, but I decided to go this extra mile for the chocolate.
At least there's no moaning in this video.
1 minute to put together. You will need cocoa powder, coconut sugar and coconut milk. You mix it really well, and then you pour it over your frozen bananas. You add your favorite things.
It's a lot of work.
My favorite things are berries, coconut, nuts and my chocolate, but you can definitely spice the things.
See, look how nice that is.
Wherever suits you, and it's
See, these other vegan girls are too lazy to do
nice
this.
to have on hand during the hotter summer month because it's just the best ice cream.
That looks
We
good.
are moving to peanut butter cream cups, and they are heaven. They only need 3 ingredients, and they're definitely the fastest dessert of them all. They're so simple and so delicious.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I mean. Like, she deserves more views than she's getting compared to these other vegan clowns. What did someone say we should look at? Raw Bliss? No, he's probably got a load of content. We haven't seen him in a while. Busy work day. How did he get a job?
We're about to get ice cream. This is Austin from Raw Bliss. Gotta thank God for another beautiful day. I woke up with no acne, surprisingly, from that avocado yesterday. So that's a plus. Yeah.
I've never seen someone try to keep growing with such a negative viewer base.
Making a juice right now. Got cucumber, apple, dill, put some cilantro in there, some dark grapes, calamansi. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So that's how I'm starting my day. It's gonna be a busy work day today. So
Is he looking to join the Amish? What's up with the beard?
yeah, I'm gonna take you guys with me on what a hectic day in the life is like, because I have a class in a couple hours at 10 o'clock, and then I have a class at 3 o'clock, or no, I get there at 3:30, and then, you know, we have to drive to Bahia, which is about 30 minutes away, a different city. And then class starts at 4:30, and then my last class is at 6:30 to 8. Get home around 8:30. So, you know, I don't have much. It's very split up here because they take like midday off in Vietnam. So it's very split up. And yeah, it's going to be crazy. So I'll take you guys along. See you soon. Look at that color.
That looks gross. That looks really gross.
Let's give this a shot.
I can't watch this.
Hello everyone, this is Austin from Raw Bliss. Another rainy day, just fine with me. It's my day off and I need to do some relaxing. My body needs some rest. So I forgot to film my juice earlier.
I don't know. I can't watch this guy today. Let's see if there's something I do feel like watching. What was that vegan egg taste test? We made the vegan egg a while ago. What is the most viewed? The vegan egg taste test. Trying vegan eggs and baby kisses. Vegan and budget-friendly meal options. What a shill. What a shill clown. I tried the 7-day vegan challenge. Going vegan for 24 hours. Trying one 50-year-old vegan soup as if they can make their farts any stinkier. You guys have any recommendations? Joey Carb Strong, the mini minimalist. She listens to white noise. Why is that Will Tennyson guy being promoted so heavily? They're connected Mason shills. It's a really easy life. It's pathetic though. It's kind of sad. I would be kind of like, I would feel like I never accomplished anything in my life if I just got prompted up, you know? It's like pathetic shit, you know? Like there's an element of doing something yourself and achieving something yourself. But if you're just some shill and you have connections and you just get like propped up in front of, you know, it's like going on the being put on the Joe Rogan podcast is basically an example of that. Like if it would never happen, but if they put me on the Joe Rogan podcast, I would be a billionaire the next week. It's all orchestrated and staged for them to share the pie between themselves and control the people. Once you understand that the goal of all of these people is to share a pie and steal money from us, you'll know why John Venus collaborates with Carnivores. It's all about taking money from the viewers and putting it in their hands. And they will work with each other to do that under any circumstance. It's why I've seen slandering of all of my businesses everywhere. And all of the slandering of each of my businesses is from a corresponding Mason-run business. And those Mason-run businesses overcharge for products, generally sell lower quality stuff. So it's tough. You think each one is paid off? I mean, they're all in the club. They're all shills. What's your definition of paid off? It doesn't matter if you don't have to be paid off if you're in the club and your video is being promoted in the algorithm to hundreds of thousands of views. That's what it's about. What? Oh, I can't fucking watch these guys. I'm sorry. Let's just do it. We can chat for a little bit if you guys come up with a good idea. Thoughts on Ryan Dengler? That's he's the college fitness guy, right? 19-year-old athlete currently attending Ohio State University. But you know, this guy's videos have come up to me. I don't. I mean, what did you want to ask me about him? I mean, do I like? I have a hard time believing any of these people aren't using steroids. How I increased my bench 50 pounds in 5 months. No, he's not natural if he does. Like listen, I love giving people the benefit of the doubt, but it's very clear when someone's natural versus not natural. I'd have to do more of an analysis to give you my opinion, but you know, the problem is when people ask me about someone and they're in the fitness industry, you know, the steroid topic always comes up as the first thing. 585 squats. I mean, you're squatting 585 at 19, you're not natural. That's not a natural feat. Yeah, I mean, you could put 50 pounds on your bench if you're a beginner, but to go 350 to 405, there are very few people that can bench press 405 naturally. 19 years old. Depends on when he started weight. Listen, I don't like speculating on this stuff. I don't like talking about this stuff when people ask me about it. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, that's the whole fitness industry, though. So how long has he been working out? Well, I mean, it's there's a plateau you hit as a natural, and it's not squatting 585. Revealing the gear and supplements I'm using for collegiate nationals. All right, I'm not gonna go back and forth on this. Is he natural? Is it possible that he's natural? 50 pounds on the bench in 5 months. I don't think that's natural. Very unlikely. If I had to bet, no. Is he capable? But okay. Is he capable of achieving that physique and that strength on that frame? I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't think you can pack that much muscle on that height with being natural at that age. But I don't know. I don't really like talking about this fitness stuff. It's all, you know, if someone doesn't look obvious, this is the thing. If someone doesn't look obviously enhanced and juiced out of their minds, and they don't really talk about their drug usage, people are going to believe them and follow them, and it's approachable. You know, but the main issue with this stuff, yeah, he's 19. I mean, we should just be realistic here and say, yeah, of course he's juicing out of his mind, but outside of the past 5 minutes of me babbling, the problem here is you have this 19-year-old. All right, regardless of hypothetical drug usage, you have this 19-year-old who's squatting 6 fucking plates, who a lot of people are looking up to, and has a very unachievable and unrealistic physique based on both everything, genetics, drug usage, time and dedication. It's creating an unrealistic image, and I don't really like it. Because this person does not have the corresponding knowledge and understanding to guide other people to achieve that level of physique. I don't want to talk about, I mean, there's no point in me talking about this anymore. I shouldn't have even addressed it in the first place. Is psoriasis from Wi-Fi? Yes. A lot of people ask me this every day. Psoriasis is Wi-Fi? Yes. Psoriasis is Wi-Fi, high EMF environments. So, well, if you guys have, we'll go for 5, 10, 15 more minutes. I don't know. whatever you guys want to talk about. I still haven't eaten today, and it's 4:30, so I want to go eat something. So basically, anyone bigger than you is a shill or not natural. I mean, I've been bodybuilding for 10 years now, over 10 years. Not in the gym for 10 years. Well, probably in the gym for 10 years, but overall, I've been involved in health and fitness for over 10 years, 12, 13 years now, probably. And I have a very good understanding of what you can achieve as a natural from both a size and strength perspective. And I've observed a lot of natural IFBB pros and a lot of natural competitors, and the majority of people in the fitness industry are using performance enhancing drugs. So basically, anyone bigger than you is a shill or not natural. Well, no, to correct your statement, basically anyone that gets a lot of viewers on YouTube is a shill. And considering I've been bodybuilding for 10 years and have a lot of muscle memory, it is difficult to be more muscular than me without using drugs. How much do you think his channel makes? I don't really know. Depends on his sponsorships. I mean, all these. I mean, I don't make any money from my YouTube revenue anymore because YouTube basically just shut down my channel views ever since I started talking about the Wi-Fi. Look, I got 1.5K views in 5 hours on my video. I've never had such low views on my videos before. I'm losing subscribers on my channel. You know, all my views, like my past 2 weeks, my videos are getting 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K. And then if you go back like 4 months, like 12K, 10K, 18K, 20K, you know, my views have been cut in half, you know. And then if we go back to like, you know, the further we go back, the more views I was getting. So YouTube has been slowly putting a clamp on my channel, unfortunately, and I'm getting less and less and less and less. You know, I've been my production quality has gone up. My effort in the videos has gone up. I've done more and more and more, but my views have gone down. So whatever. Hench is still making videos on John Venus. I mean, no one's going to point out the special interest funding and that they're all in the club together. It's stupid. It's stupid. They're all a bunch of shills. They're all a bunch of clowns. It's all about deceiving people and stealing their money. And it's funny. It's funny because I literally called it out. Will John Venus join the Carnivores? Will John Venus join the Clownivores? And he did. I also called out John Venus was eating eggs. I mean, but no one cares. No one references my channel. They don't. I'm over it. They did a test where a guy on testosterone did nothing versus a natural who did everything, and he was blown out of the water. Steroids are powerful. Why don't they censor Sverige? Because he's part of the club. Sverige doesn't talk about anything. The guy's a psychopath. Tried to kill people when he was in high school, stabbing, all that shit. Completely batshit crazy. He's like a shill to make the carnivore diet look crazy. So the first thing to understand about testosterone is that it gives you a lot of energy and strength. So the main factor to look at primarily is strength. And unfortunately, since there are so many people using steroids in the fitness industry, what people view as an acceptable strength level or an impressive strength level is only achievable with steroids. Like someone that I think is natural, that's popular, is Zach Perna. I think it's possible that I'll bring him up. I don't like the guy, but at least I think he's natural. Like, 2 people I think are natural for sure are Zach Perna, possibly natural, and Scott Herman Fitness. Like, I think those guys are natural. But, you know, if you look at their strength, generally from the strength perspective, very difficult to bench more than 300-ish as a natural. Usually 300, a couple reps is what most people are able to get to. Squat, deadlift, once people start going more than like 4 or 5 plates on those lifts, not natural. You did lose a lot of regulars a while back, 9 months ago. Perhaps your newer viewers aren't as loyal. I didn't lose regulars. When I called out the shills, they probably stopped fake following me. Dead giveaway for steroid users are capped shoulder muscles and swole traps. Well, one thing I was thinking about making a video about is people keep telling me to train my shoulders, but they're used to seeing steroid users that have these huge capped shoulders and traps. That's not really achievable as a natural. 300 isn't that much on a bench natural. Learn how to train. Well, you're used to following people that aren't natural. 300 pounds as a natural bodybuilder for most people's body frames is about as strong as they can get. You guys could defend whoever you want and say they're not a shill, but that person has sent hundreds and hundreds of people to my channel to harass me for my sexuality and everything. They're all a bunch of clowns, a bunch of losers that don't do anything. I mean, I think I'm one of the only people on YouTube that has started my businesses based on products that I wanted to provide for people. The way it usually goes is, usually, as with these vegans, they get a sponsorship for a product and then they sell that product. The way I do it is I find a product that I really like and I use it myself and I say, hey, let me sell this myself because I'd rather make the money myself as opposed to giving the money to someone else. That's what I've done with my meat company, with my supplement company, with everything I do. They're products I use myself. With these other people, it's all about they're given something and they have to make something up. Like, that's why collagen and glycine powder are being pushed, because they want to sell it and make money on it. They just posted a video of you. Who is they? Series on bodybuilding for females would be good. Anything for males, for bodybuilding for males, applies to females as well. The only thing you want to understand as a female is that don't expect to achieve. You can look excellent if you train right and you diet properly. You can look really, really good as a female, but women are, generally speaking, it's guys and men in general don't really have the ability or understanding to build a good physique. And then when you try to translate that to a female, it's even more difficult. How did your feud with him start? Basically, I said that Adonis von der Planitz was wrong on certain aspects of health and nutrition and has made many people very sick. And he's absolutely not. Correct on everything. I mean, he's got some good ideas and some things he says are correct, but you know, these people praise Adonis von der Planitz as if he's like some god and everything he says is gospel. And the main issue was I would have these raw tard. That's why we have the word raw tard now. We had we had a bunch of rawtards on my channel giving really shitty health advice. Like when someone has a problem, oh, do this, do that. Just like stupid folk remedies. Like, oh, raw meat solves everything. It's just like stupid shithead advice on my channel. Salt is rock. Salt is bad. Don't drink water. Water bad. It's just retarded. They're posting retarded shit on my channel. So I had to make a video explaining why it's wrong. And then they got angry at me. I'm sorry you boys aren't as smart as me. Frank, why can't you sell merchandise like shirts, hats, and shorts, and coffee cups and mugs? I have to figure out where I can get this stuff made. But every single business venture is incredibly difficult from, you know, I've been trying to find companies to make my stuff for a while. It's just very difficult to do. I don't know. It's all a bunch of nonsense. But if you guys don't have anything positive to talk about, we can wrap this up today. How do we know you aren't a shill? I mean, that's a pretty stupid question. One, I call out all the shills. Two, my channel's way more heavily censored compared to everyone else. Three, I have all my own businesses and I'm not sponsored by everyone. Four, I've sacrificed my own personal profit so much that I'm still stuck at my parents trying to make my businesses work. I mean, why would you even ask if I'm a shill? Most on YouTube are posting something, supplements, generic training plans, t-shirts. It's the norm. You would want to pay $50 for a shitty t-shirt of low quality. I mean, I don't understand. I know a little bit about garment manufacturing. It doesn't cost more than $1 for a garment manufacturing company to make a t-shirt. Like, it doesn't cost more than $1 to make a t-shirt, so I don't understand how people are charging $30 for t-shirts. The middleman in these American companies must be ripping people off. There must be some, like, middleman company that's, like, charging, like, influencers, like, $7 or $8 for t-shirts, and then they're reselling them for, like, 15. But that person that's selling them for 7 or 8 is cashing out. You were on Corn Faker's podcast? Yeah, but that was before I exposed them that was before I knew anything about them being shills. And the reason they had me on their podcast was, this is what happened, and this is what pisses me off. When I was smaller, when I had 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers, and when like Michaela and Corn Faker were on the Joe Rogan podcast, I reached out to them for months and months and months and months, and they completely ignored my emails. And then as soon as I grew my viewer base with my hard work and understanding of the diet and knowledge, then as soon as my viewer base was bigger than theirs, then they wanted me on their shit. And then when I found out they were shills and started calling them out, then they completely ignored me. I don't really care. I mean, this is like, I'll end it on this note, guys. Every single thing I do, every single dime I spend is for the benefit of other people. My main goal and my main priority is to get people healthy through food, you know, providing people with nutritious food. That's what I'm spending most of my money on now. Supplements that are necessary because of modern lifestyle, educating people on how to remove Wi-Fi problems from their environment. And that's the message I've been doing on my YouTube channel. All I've been doing is trying to improve people's health. Unfortunately, when I tell the truth and the truth about improving your health, it compromises the message of everyone else. And I was going to do a video on this. I haven't done it yet because I think I just didn't want to put anything else negative on my channel. But now that my views are tanking so much, I might have to address why my views are tanking. So the main thing to understand is that it's not that I'm talking about Wi-Fi radiation. It's not that I'm telling the truth about diet and health. It's not that I'm talking about carnivore diet. It's not necessarily what I'm talking about that I'm telling the truth. The problem is, when I tell the truth, it compromises the message of everyone else. If it was just all about talking about the towers and the food and the poison and the pollution and the fluoride and the whatever, the antibiotics, the estrogenic stuff in the feedlot meat, if it was just talking about that, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. The problem is, when I talk about estrogenic feedlot meat and there's 5 people being paid by the Cattlemen's Association to promote feedlot beef on Twitter, that's where I get censored. If what I'm saying compromises the business and profit of thousands and thousands of other influencers on YouTube, of course they don't want me on their platform. The idea that I'm telling the truth and giving people good advice, that doesn't really matter. What matters to them is that I'm compromising their business by telling the truth. If I give people quality meat, if I give people supplements that work, if I give people a fitness routine that makes them look like at their natural potential in a year, I compromise everything else everyone else is doing. And is it possible that Frankie Boy is smarter and more intelligent than everyone else? In fitness and nutrition, I think it is. Aren't you a bit too old to be on hookup apps? You're almost 30. You could be a dad. Dude, I used Tinder for like a week and then I gave up. That's the only time I've ever used a dating app. And the reason I used it was because of the quarantine. Everything's locked down. I usually go out. Do you still donate blood? No, I'm when I was doing blood, I did it myself. I do want to get some blood work for I do want to get some blood work just to test it. They are tanking because your content has gotten self-absorbed and negative. I think that's the opposite of the truth. And we talked about this on the last live stream. My content has always been the same and consistent throughout the 2 years I've been on YouTube. It's just now that I started talking about the Wi-Fi towers and exposing the mainstream news agendas that they just censored me heavily. Telling people that they need to protect themselves from new Wi-Fi infrastructure and to avoid it is not negative. Anyone know how much it costs to get blood work done? There's a website, walkinlab.com, that's kind of expensive depending on what you want to get done. It should be covered by your health insurance though. But guys, we'll wrap this up. I'm gonna go eat. I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video, and next live stream will be on Tuesday.